Okay. Hey, Dillon, you were able to get out and run a little bit more in this game against Georgia Tech. Is that something you're getting more comfortable doing within the offense?
Of course. Anytime I can run the ball, extend plays for the team, I think it helps. Keeping the defense honest, and they're forcing a lot of pulls, and I was able to run more. I'm glad I could help in that sense of the game. So.
Dillon, you passed for more than 400 yards, which was a career high for you. You were the Walter Camp National Player of the Week, American Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. How would you grade your performance on Saturday at Georgia Tech?
There's still a lot more to work on. There's a lot of points we left on the board, and all I'm focused on is getting better as a team. And I'm just so excited for this team because I know we have a high ceiling, and all we can do is get better from this week and move on. And it's ECU week, so that's all I'm worried about.
Dillon, Coach Halsley has talked about multiple times how you've really dug into the details this offseason about why defenses are showing you the schemes they're showing you and why you're running the plays and times where you're running them. Can you talk about that desire to know the small details and how that sort of understanding helped you in Saturday's game?
I love the game of football, and anytime I can learn more about what I love, I'm gonna do it, do whatever it takes. And I think just after a whole year of playing in college, my second year I was just more experienced, more comfortable. I played in 13 games, and that was my 14th one. So just after being out there and being comfortable with whatever it is, you're gonna be able to expand and do more than you used to do. So.
From the time that you left in the spring to the time that you were home and you came back, what did you work on here at home, and who did you work with, and how did it help you prepare for the start of the season?
I worked out a lot back home with my dad, and then also just lifting in our garage. We were able to, fortunately, have some weights, so that was really good for me. And then also just being able to have so much time on being really nitpicky on every technique you could, just trying to get better every day. And then as you chew away, after 3 months, you start to get better. And then once I came up here, it was just fine-tuning things, learning from Coach Halsey, and then continuing on until we got into camp, so I was ready. So.
Dillon, you guys just blew out an ACC team on the road. How disappointing is it to see the rankings, and do you ever, get a little down about the fact that it's hard for UCF to apparently make a dent in the rankings?
Truly, I don't care about rankings. That's why we play the game of football. Is when you put two teams together, you see who wins, and that's all I can do is whoever they put in front of us. All we can do is play and find a way to win. So we have no control over that. From this whole COVID thing, I've realized you can only control what you can control, and all we can control is beating the team that's in front of us. And we got ECU this week, so that's all I'm focused on.
Dillon, Otis obviously and the running backs were able to step up a little bit in the game against Georgia Tech. What's it been like having him around you, when it comes to the running game, and then seeing some of the younger guys, maybe like Johnny and Damaris get some opportunities as well?
I'm glad we were able to put up enough points for the guys to get in. That's huge. When you put that up, you're able to put in guys that usually wouldn't get the time to play. So anytime you can get those guys in and be able to, I guess, get their first snap, it's good so that they start to get accustomed to the college game.
Dillon, Georgia Tech obviously opened the game with a long kickoff, scored early. You guys get the ball. First part of your series, it's a 4th and 1, pretty deep in your territory. You ended up scrambling for a first down, but just take me back to that play. Like, were you always going to go for it on a 4th and 1, that deep territory? Because if you don't get it, that's obviously great field position for Georgia Tech to potentially go up even more. Just kind of take me through the thought process of that play and going for it on 4th and 1.
I mean, Coach Hyde just, took a risk. It's part of the game. Sometimes you punt it on 4th and 1 when you maybe could have got it, or sometimes you go for it. It's just the risk you take. That's the game of football. We took the risk, we got it, so it is what it is. We went for it 2 other 4th downs and didn't get it. So, it's a game of football. So, yeah.
Dillon, once Trey went down with his injury, it looked like you guys used Ryan O'Keefe in 4 wides along with Marlon, Jalen, and Jacob. And we saw Ryan a little bit last year, but can you talk about what you've seen from him in camp?
I think we got a lot of weapons, regardless of, the guys who play or the guys who haven't played yet. I mean, everyone's ready. Ryan stepped in, didn't skip a beat, and I think that just shows the guys we got. Ryan's speed's very fast guy on our team, and he can just roll. So he was able to get some good minutes, and then, obviously he's gonna have to step up, and then we'll see what happens.
Growing up in Hawaii, I'm sure you've heard about your father's legacy since you were little. What would you like to accomplish at UCF? What would you want to be known for?
Just be known for a good person, a loving person, a caring person, the way my parents raised me. Also a faith-driven person. That's all I truly care about. The game of football has given me the opportunity to meet a lot of cool people, and that's stuff I'll remember for a lifetime. So, my dad, obviously, the guy I looked up to my whole life, and I love him to death. And being able to have him as a mentor, and likewise him being my father, it's something I wouldn't trade for the world. So.
Dillon, after the win, you proclaimed UCF to be the best team in the state of Florida. That's obviously a very confident statement. What does the coaching staff say about, making statements like that? Do they want guys to show their confidence outward like that?
I said what I said, and I was confident in it. It's up for you guys to feel whatever you guys want to feel. Everyone has the right to their opinion, but I still think we're the best team in Florida, and that's all I got to say.
Dillon, you talk about being East Carolina week. They haven't had a chance to play. How difficult can that be for you guys to prepare for a team that doesn't have any film this year?
I mean, we went to Georgia Tech, and everything we planned for went out the window right after the first play. So just being able to adapt on the fly and be able to just go out there and play. We got the guys to do that. So whatever happens. We're going to go out there, beat our butt off, and then we'll see what happens. We'll watch the film and get after it. So.